Hey guys, so this is our first tutorial and today I'm going to be showing you this Lace-Braid Ponytail Updo and hope you enjoy.
First, you should always start by brushing your hair. I have already brushed my hair before this tutorial, so that's why I don't show it in the video. For this tutorial, you're going to need a couple bobby pins, preferably the color of your hair. You're going to need a clear elastic, and then a normal one or another clear one, whichever one you prefer. I'm also going to be using hairspray, and the kind of hairspray I'm using is Big Six. I am also going to be using a paddle brush and a comb. And then I'm lastly going to be using a curler, which is about a 1-inch. First, you want to start by parting your hair. And this is actually an optional step, but I always love to tease my hair just to give it a little bit more of a poof, especially the back. So I kind of start by parting my hair a little bit, like an inch before the crown of your head. And I just start to tease it there and kind of make it a little bit, give it a little volume, just because my hair is really flat. If you don't want to do this, you definitely don't have to. This is optional, and don't be afraid to make it big. I think that it's better to put in more tease rather than too little. So yeah, don't be afraid, and it's something you can always brush it out a little bit or make it a little less intense. Hairspray your hair lightly just to make sure that the poof stays and it doesn't really move or your hair doesn't fall. So next we're going to be starting with the braid. So the thing about this braid is it's basically a French braid, but you're only going to be taking hair from one side, and that's the side that is closest to your face. So what you want to do is you want to part your hair so that your part is just above your eye. I kind of measure it to my eyebrow, just kind of almost the edge of my eyebrow, but not quite. And then you're going to take a smaller piece and you're just going to start braiding it normally, and then add on a piece from the side closest to your face. So you're going to do that all the way to just about the back of your neck, halfway, I guess the half point on your head. And then you're going to braid it all the way out like a normal braid. At the end, you're going to tie it with a clear elastic just so that the elastic isn't as visible on this braid, but you could always use a normal one if you don't have a clear one. I just like to use a clear one so that you don't really see it. So what I do next is I sort of pull on the braid just to make it more drastic and sort of bigger, and make the braid not as flat on your head. So the thing about this is that you should pull from the outside hairs, because if you pull the entire piece of the braid, it's not really going to do much. It might move out for a little bit, but then after an hour or so, it's going to look just as it did when you braided it. So you want to pull on the outer hairs and just make it more like a bigger braid and a bigger curve. So I do that throughout the entire braided part on my head, and then also in the actual braid. Don't be afraid to pull too much. As you can see, I did pull a lot, but you can always tuck it back in and it'll look just as fine. So then I just pin the braid so that it doesn't come out and so that it looks nice, and I pin it in the place where I'm going to be pulling together my ponytail. So just make sure that it's in place and ready to be put in a ponytail. Next, what I'm going to do is I put together my ponytail. So basically you want to make sure that the hair from the side of your head that was not braided is under the actual braid, because you don't want to hide the braid. You want to make sure that it's seen. And then another thing I really like to do is I like to take a little piece of hair, which I do later on, and I wrap it around my elastic so that you can't see it. And then what I do is at the very end, when I'm done wrapping it around my elastic, I pin it in so that it looks like a normal hair elastic that's holding my ponytail together. Then this last part, like I said, is optional. If you like the way your hair looks, it's fine. Usually my hair just doesn't look great. It kind of just droops down, doesn't look the best. So what I like to do is I like to curl the ends of my hair, especially for this kind of ponytail look. It just makes my hair look a lot better, nicer, cleaner, more bouncy. And so I could do another tutorial on how to curl my hair, how I curl my hair, to show you how I do it. But a thing I think is really helpful, not a lot of people know of, is what I do when I curl my hair. You don't see it on the first curl that I do, but on the next couple, is I curl it, and then I curl it obviously away from my face, and then right after I keep it in the curler for about, 15-30 seconds, I let it fall into my hand, and then I take my other hand and I sort of compress the curl, because if the curl cools in the form that it was heated, it'll stay that way a lot longer. And at first I didn't believe this, but honestly it is actually a true thing, and it actually works. So, and it also makes the curl look a lot more bouncy and just more like a natural wave, natural curl. So I do that, and you can clap it, you can compress it, but I would warn you that it's going to be really hot. So if you're not used to that type of heat, I would let it just sit in your hand for a little bit, and then you can compress it, because I'm used to this. I feel like I don't really feel the heat anymore. So you just want to watch out, make sure you don't burn yourself. So since my hair is already somewhat curled, I don't really curl all the curls. I just add a little more, waviness to it, to the curls that I thought kind of fell and lost their curl. And then a final touch that I do is I like to tease lightly my curls in the place where there's that bend. I find that it makes your curls look a lot bigger, and also even in some parts a lot more natural. And it also makes your ponytail a lot more voluminous, which I really like, just because my hair tends to be very thin and it falls down very fast. So at the end, if you see any flyaways, I would obviously spray it down with a little bit more hairspray, just so it kind of looks smooth, and that's it.
Thank you for watching, and if you liked this video, thought it was helpful, please like below. And if you have any questions or want to see me do anything else, please comment and I will totally respond and do it. Also, me and my sister, if you don't already know, we have our own blog called Vita Belle, and it's a blog that kind of shows how to live a healthy lifestyle and how to be able to have an awesome sense of style and fashion with not spending or maxing out your whole credit card. Also, on this blog we post certain travel ideas and travel advice with places that we have been and we want to show you. And this is also where I'm going to be posting all my tutorials that I do every week. And my sister's going to be posting certain travel ideas, lifestyle ideas. So please check it out, subscribe to that too, and thanks for watching. Bye!